Yo, yeah, man. Legendary Central Park. I'm born and raised right here down the block. 116th Street. Lenox is 7. All down Lenox Avenue is my area. I'm coming in the park to go talk about the controversy Central Park swimming pool. This never been here. This whole graded thing never been here. You understand what I'm saying? I am born and raised in Harlem. 67 years. You understand? So we didn't have so many people that's mad about it around us. See what I'm saying? Yo, look. Look at this right here. This never been here. They just made that. It's a new improved Central Park swimming pool. New improved Central Park swimming pool. Look at it right there. Look at it up top. Look at it right there. See what I'm saying? Look at it right there. This is what we doing. Central Park, new improved. I'm taking you through what's going on in Harlem. What we doing in Harlem. I'm trying to show you what it is, what this came to. You understand what I'm saying? This whole thing came to something that, well, I ain't never imagined this being like this. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm walking down, I'm getting on the line for the swimming pool. You understand what I'm saying? Getting on the line for the swimming pool. Man, you know, it's totally different. This is 2025. It's totally different. You feel what I'm saying? It's totally different. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different. Now watch it, get in this line right here. Get in this line right here. We're gonna go up there. I want to get a clear shot of the swimming pool. You understand?
Girl, the line is over here.
It's like, it's open, it's hot today. You feel me? It's hot today. And what I want y'all to do, like and subscribe if you like the knowledge that I'm giving out. Yeah, man, he doing this thing, man. No, gotta come out of the Foster Project over there, 116, 115, 114, all that. He's out there hustling. He's not shooting no guns. He's not doing no bad thing. He out there hustling, putting money in his pocket. The advice I got for him, keep doing what you're doing. You know what the biggest advice is? You know what the biggest advice is? Save your money. Save your money. The bigger advice is go to school. Get your education. Get your diploma, get your degree, get your education. You know what the bigger advice is? Read books on Bitcoins and real estate. You see what I'm saying? Read on real estate, on businesses, on everything. Because in school, they don't teach you how to work for yourself. They teach you how to work for the government. They teach you how to work for a corporation. That's why they keep our brains locked down. You understand? We got to learn to how to work for ourselves. That's what we got to learn. You understand what I'm saying? So I want you to take heed. I want you to take heed and get you some books and start reading, start educating yourself. That's what I need you to do. You know what I'm saying? Keep coming out of hustling. Save your money. Stack your money. And don't give it to no girl. Don't give your girl no money. I'm going to leave you with this jewel, man. I'm going to give you with this jewel. Always love your mother and your family. And do striving. Always have a plan. You striving to take care of your family. You striving to take care of your mother. You striving to take care of the household. You got bigger brothers? All right, because you're going to be the man in the household. All right? Do that. That's it. That's it. Yeah, man. This is where they be having a lot of jazz, a lot of music playing, a lot of different things. I'm going up the steps, see what's going on up here. You understand what I'm saying? See what's going on up here so I could go and see what's up in here, man. 'Cause I ain't never been here. Long as I lived in Harlem, I ain't never went in here. I ain't never went in here for real. Because this type of stuff don't impress me. You know what I'm saying? This stuff here do not impress me. I'm born and raised in New York City all my life. It's for people, tourists to come here and check this thing out. So I'm going up the steps. I want to see what's in this door. I never went through this door before. Grand Tomb, one of the biggest tombs in the United States of America.
It is the largest mausoleum in North
Everything
America.
is good. There we go, pictures and stuff. We walking through this place. I don't know. Yo, I ain't never been here in my life. For real. I've been in New York City all my life. I ain't never been here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through. Got the flags right there, you know. Got the flags and everything. I ain't never got the flag. You need flags and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been in here in my life. For real. I ain't never been in here, man. This shit is crazy. For real, it's crazy. I ain't never been here. Yeah, man. Never been here. First now for everything. And I'm 67 years, man. I'm going down to the tomb to see what's going on down here, man. This make me feel like I'm going to the tomb of the Egyptians to see Jesus Christ. Because you got to understand one thing, man. Jesus Christ studied in the Egyptian tombs. He asked the Egyptians, said, I want to learn from y'all. The Egyptian Pharaoh said, man, you got knowledge of the God. He said, I want to go through every tribulation, trials and tribulations that a human being went through whilst they in the human form. So right now, I feel like I'm Jesus. They got a serious tomb. Don't play around. It's a tomb. I'm in a tomb. Yeah. Look at this. The caskets and shit. Casket. I feel like the boogeyman gonna come out of me, man. Look at the caskets. Look at the caskets. Look at the caskets. Look at the caskets. Caskets. Camera on me, man. Cancel. Yeah. And I'm taking you to a Sunday walk of the President Tomb and all that. You know what I'm saying? You got caskets. It feels like I'm in a haunted house. Ever had a haunted house? Or ever I am the Mussolini of listening to Japan. Listen to that. I feel, man, I feel the power and the energy that's going through my bones that I'm in here, man. I don't know why, man. You understand what I'm saying? But it's all right, man. But you already know what these people done. You already know their history, so we shouldn't be surprised. You understand what I'm saying? But everybody, I'm pretty sure when you shed that skin, there's no color to your spirit, your soul. There's no color to your spirit and your soul once you shed the form on your flesh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling power of the soul and the spirit by me being in here, man. You know? And this is good history. This is really good history, man. This is really good history. You understand what I'm saying? Because we got to know who we deal with. We got to know who ran our country. We got to know who always was in the way of us, man, exceeding in life, holding us back. You know what I'm saying? There's no lie who held us back. There's no lie who kept us down. There's no lie who put in these little laws to affect us. It's not a lie that these people put in laws to affect us because of the color of our skin. You understand what I'm saying? And people need to read books, get an understanding of what's really going on. And if you don't have an understanding, you ain't gonna know nothing. You're gonna think everything is peaches and cream. You're gonna think everything is peaches and cream, think everything is good when it ain't really good. It's just an illusion in front of your face. but you can't see the realness behind the illusion. You can't even think there's something real behind that illusion. Because everything in America is illusion. It's only made for them, not for us. It's keep us in the click bag, keep us in the matrix, where we could think things are real, where they looking at us, or we looking at them. Let's talk about it. Is we looking at them or they looking at us? They keep us in the click bag. They keep us thinking it's gonna be war. They keep thinking of it's gonna be this disease, that disease. You understand what I'm saying? So we won't focus on the right things in life. So we won't focus on what they doing. Once they keep us on focus, they got it. I'm not here facts. They got the structure of our community. I'm here to educate and make you elevate to a whole different level. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. Feel me? And the most powerful thing you could do in your life is read a book. Read your history. Because your history gonna tell you about your future. And your future gonna give you a history. You see what I'm saying? So you have to learn and understand what's really going on. And like, read a book, man. You know what I'm saying? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Read the book Black Destruction of Black Civilization. Read the book by J.A. Rogers, Sex and Race, Volume 1, 2, and 3. Read them books. Educate yourself what's really going on. You understand what I'm saying? Read Willie Lynch. Read Willie Lynch. You hear me? Read the book Willie Lynch, Making of a Slave. You understand what I'm saying? Them the type of books you're supposed to educate yourself with. You're supposed to stay educated. You understand what I'm saying? Educated. Keep yourself busy. Because you know what? If you're not busy, the mind, an all-busy mind, is the workshop of the devil. It's the workshop of the devil, bro. So you have to educate yourself. You have to do what you do. Read books. Because you know what I'm saying? These other people, they reading all the time. They're going to the best school. And the reason why we don't get the education they got is because they designed it to be this way. Like in our communities, we get the oldest books, outdated teachers, and everything is outdated in our schools to keep us back, to keep us 10 years behind, when these people is 10 years in front of us. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't want to give us an equal playing field to be on top of our game. They don't want us to be on an equal playing field because they know we're gonna win. It's fact. I read a book, they said in the book, it was an Aryan Brotherhood book, it said in the book that the only thing they scared of is a black man, because the black people come together as one. It's we coming together as one. We uniting as one. That's why they broke us up in slavery. They didn't want us to keep with the diversion of segregation. Because we were coming together too much. We was causing too much situation. You see what I'm saying? We were causing too much situation. We was the one that was educating each other. When they talk about we couldn't read a book, they was reading as well. Nigga, we had our own schools on the down low, nigga. We had our own schools in basements. They didn't even know we had books. We was educating ourselves. We didn't need books to educate ourselves. Right? Every knowledge comes from the mind and the soul. And God gave us the power. God gave us the power to educate our kids. We had our own schools. This is what we need to do. We need to start our own schools. That's what we need to do. And then, a lot of times, people don't understand why we was in slavery. The reason why we was in slavery because we disobeyed God's fundamental orders. So God said, hold up, we was doing a lot of stuff. We gonna put somebody over these dudes because they are unruly. And it shows that we are the powerful shit. Because you know why? You know, I'm gonna give you a good example why I said God did that. Like if you give somebody something, you just say, here go a radio. You didn't teach them how to run the radio or put it together, or like he got to go to somebody, ask for help. That's what these people did when they put us in slavery. They didn't know how to kill the land. They didn't know how to do nothing. They didn't know about the animals in the land. They didn't know how to do anything. But they came to us. That's why they took us out of Africa. You understand what I'm saying? They say the Indians were fighting to the death, but the Indians was getting sick with chickenpox and all that shit down. They needed somebody strong and powerful that was fighting elephants, hyenas, lions, tigers, and bears, and snakes. A snake big as this. You understand what I'm saying? They said, yeah, we helped them build this country. We helped them did everything. You know, if it wasn't for us, this country, America couldn't be built. You got people that created shit in D.C. You know the architect for D.C. was a black man. The architect for the lights, the stoplights was us. Nigga, we had so many patents, they took it from us. They had a law, a black person couldn't have a patent. Dred Scott versus Sanford. Dred Scott versus Sanford, that case, they said, it's no right a white man should respect a black man. And it's still in law right now. Look it up. Dred Scott versus Sanford. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you real shit that I know that I done read. It ain't shit that somebody done told me. It's some shit that I done read. Well, sit down and study. Like I said, get you J. Rogers. You got a Sex of Race, Volume 1, 2, and 3. Get his books. He got a lot of books out. He got a lot of books that, you understand what I'm saying, you should be able to read and expand your knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and then it's like I said, man, God put us in slavery. They gave the crackers took us because they didn't know what to do with the land. Because you got to understand, the Moors took over Spain for 800 years. When the Moors rolled up in Spain from North Africa, from Morocco, they had a whole big team, niggas coming with the hoods on. You know, the class hoods, they come from the Moors. They stole that from the Moors. The swastika, they stole that out of Africa. The swastika, they stole out of Africa. The Moors had hoods, came through. Caught these people in Spain sleeping with sheep, sleeping with the animals. Didn't know how to bathe. They didn't bathe in years till the Moors came and showed them how to bathe, how to make water, how water was good for them, they were scared of water. They thought water was a curse. They thought water was a curse. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't like water. The Moors built up Spain. You can go to Spain right now, you can see the architect for the Moors. The Moors taught them how to bathe. The Moors taught them geometry, mathematics, and everything to survive. And even a lot of the mathematics today, they run that shit in the stock market. Without the Moors and African people in Africa, that wouldn't even exist. Facts. You understand what I'm saying? That wouldn't even exist. What they trying to do. What they did right now, the mathematics come out of Africa. Stars, the moon, putting the calculation together. At one point, they got a pyramid. At a certain time of night, the star light goes through the pyramid. I don't know how they do that. I don't know. But you know, you can study on that. You got to read, man. I'm just giving you some jewels you can use. I'm not giving you no bullshit. I'm giving you jewels you can use. You understand what I'm saying? I know you ain't going to use it because you ain't paid for it. I'm giving it to you free, man. I want you to educate yourself, man, and go to the next level in life. You understand what I'm saying? Please do that, man, because I don't want to be out here wasting my time. I'm not out here talking 24/7 about shooting guns, selling dope, none of that. I'm out here trying to give you knowledge to build up our nation. You understand what I'm saying? You young people that's 15, 16, all that, nigga, save your money, buy stocks, bonds, real estate, buildings, everything. Because you're old enough to when you get from 17 to 30, you're going to be a millionaire. You're going to be a millionaire. The ones who don't know, study technology, try to invent stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But the most thing, invest your money into real live stuff that can bring you back money. You understand what I'm saying? That's it.